What's up there, fellow YouTubers? This is Chris from the Mars Anomalies channel. Yes, it's been a while, a few days since I've been on. We've been having all kinds of crazy weather. I don't know about you guys, but power outages and all kinds of stuff. We had a couple of transformer fires and everything else because of the heavier load due to the cold weather. Lately, it's been like 5 degrees, 10 degrees below zero, and that's not even the wind chill. So it's been a little crazy here. So, and you know, some people like myself, I have backup generators and heat, alternate heat as well. And so we were okay. And you got to think of these things. All right, guys, I've got one. It's a small. It's from NASA. It was on, I think it was 502 or 503. So might have been 503. I'll double check it here to make sure. But I'm going to show you that, and this is what I mean by this is a perfect example of what I mean by when I say that the rover's stopping and looking at rocks. They're not always rocks. And this is another thing. Let me backtrack a minute. I don't mind if you guys leave a comment. It's been getting crazy on this channel. I know there's a lot more subscribers and a lot more people looking at these, so you're going to get that. But guys, do me a favor. Be a grown-up about it. Leave a common sense, grown-up comment. Not this, gee, what the hell are you smoking? Or, dude, you're delusional. Or, just because, this is what I get a kick out of. Just because these people don't see it, everybody else on the planet's a moron. And it doesn't make sense. You guys got to stop that. Because, if you guys want to leave, I always say, leave a comment. So if you want to say, hey, I'm not seeing what you're seeing, but I do see this instead, or I'm just not seeing it, cool, at least you're being honest. If you're saying things like the stupid comments, I'm just going to immediately get rid of you. That's all there is to it. And if it's, if it's profanity and stuff like that, I'll just can you right off the channel, period. I don't have time for that. And nobody else wants to hear that garbage. So just be an adult about it. That's all I ask. I mean, we're all adults here. Let's all act it. You know what I mean? I've got another video coming up. It's to prove a point because I've had it out with these two people on space.com. And I'll tell you the whole story about that after. That's not even, it has nothing to do with this video here at all. But it just goes to show you that these people are, telling me, why would anything be on Mars? Why would NASA lie? You don't make any sense. You're the one that's manipulating the pictures. I'm going, and I can't understand these comments because here's the thing. I'm literally getting them from NASA. I'm not drawing these things up and then making them out of something they're not. These are on NASA, and this rock will show you that. And it's in the actual picture. So why I get these thumbs down and everything else is beyond me. Because most of these pictures I ask, hey guys, this is what it looks like to me. What do you think it is? And what do? I get a thumbs down. So what's that tell me about the commenter? That they choose to not listen or not watch the video correctly, or they just don't care. Well, if you don't care, then don't even bother leaving a comment. It's senseless to me. Here's a good analogy. You got a buddy of yours, he's a sports fanatic to the max. I mean, he's an absolute sports fanatic. You enjoy going over his house, everything's cool. Well, you go over another friend's house, and he's into westerns. And you could give a crap, about westerns, but he says, hey, sit down and watch this with me. And you go, hey, as a friend, you figured, hey, what the heck, I'll sit down and, I'll appease him. I'll just sit here and watch it with him. Okay. So you're not going to be into the movie, right? You're not going to care about the actors. You're not going to care what goes on. You're just going to be like, oh, God, kind of have this shoot me in the head kind of thing. Well, it's the same thing that applies with these. If you're really not into these videos and you're really not into the truth, don't leave a comment. Don't even bother. I mean, because come on, let's be honest. I mean, if you guys had, videos on there and it was something to do with these, like Mars or the moon and stuff like that, I wouldn't go, well, this guy's an idiot. I'd go, hey, well, let me do my own homework. And maybe this guy's got something here. Or maybe he doesn't, but at least investigate the thing for yourself instead of doing a thumbs down or leaving a dumb comment. It doesn't make sense here. But, I'm a full-grown adult here, man. I mean, I don't treat anybody with disrespect, and I just don't want it back. That's all. It's plain and simple. So let's all act like an adult about it. If you're going to leave a comment, leave a negative one, that's fine. But do it in a tasteful way, man. Come on now. All right, let's get on with it. This is the picture you'll get, this one here. Now, it's a thumbnail. Now, I believe it's from the 503. I believe it is. Anyway, you can see how small this thing is. It's really bad. But let me just enhance it a little bit. Now, of course, you're going to have your compression lines. That makes sense because I'm really zooming in here. Now, I didn't see anything in there, but every time, for some reason, I see them looking at a rock real closely, I would say 80% of the time there's something in it. Or they manipulated this thing so bad. Now, again, I get people telling me, oh, one of the guys from space.com, he's telling me, oh, you're the one that's manipulating this. NASA would never manipulate their pictures. Okay, if that's what you think, that's fine. But I'm going to show you right now you're full of it. I'm going to show you right now that they are hiding this stuff because there's actually there's more than 3 different pictures, but I'm going to show you anyway. You can go on the same page. I'm going to show you where to find it. And you can go on Solve 503 and look at these same rocks. There's one to the right of this one particular picture. This one here. And you're going to see it's the full-size rock. And guess what? A couple of these same pictures that are this size, this little thumbnail, they're not even in that particular picture. In other words, what I'm going to show you, it's not even in the other ones. What's that telling you? Somebody's playing games here. Because it's obviously there. It's on their site. Not me. I'm just showing you what's in it. Okay. This is where you can find it. So nobody thinks I'm making this stuff up. Okay. Here it is. Back to Solve 503. Okay. And this is from the Mali, the Mars Hand Lens Imager, which is usually the close-up camera. This picture is a thumbnail version of the larger image, video frame, or onboard focus merge product from the Mars Hand Lens Imager, or just Mali, aboard NASA's Mars rover Curiosity. Mali is located on the turret at the end of the rover's robotic arm. Mali took the larger parent image on January 4th, 2014, Solve 503. So, of the Mars Science Laboratory mission. Okay. So, and it goes on to tell you like different focuses and lens position and all this other stuff. You can read this all at the bottom if you like. Full resolution, you can see how small this thing is. It's very small. Okay. I will give you the link to this. This is not made up. Here it is. In fact, let me see if I can do this. Okay. And I'll show you this. I'll go back to this picture just to show you that it isn't in here. And so this way here, there will be no misunderstanding. Okay. But before we get to this picture, I want to show you something I've done. Okay. Now, let's suppose for a moment this is a spot on a rock that you want to look at. Okay. Now, I did this myself. I just did this real quick. So it's not probably as nearly as good as they're doing it. I'm sure of it. But when you look at this, you go, well, I see some kind of lines. And most people say, dude, you're high, man. There's nothing on here. There's, okay. It looks like there's things in the background. Okay. It can fool people. I get that. Let's do this. Let's take out some color. Well, actually, it's pixelated. I usually blur out to try to get some kind of more straighter lines, more defined lines. Even though the picture as a whole is blurry, it doesn't matter. Okay. So now, you go, wait a minute, I'm seeing lines here. I mean, what is that? You see something going on over here, So I do my best to try to pull this thing out. You try to get the color out, okay? And then what you try to do is get rid of the color, period, and you try to, 9 out of 10 times these pictures are inverted. Because here's the thing. Why is it that, people go, well, why would you invert a picture? Well, because they've already inverted, like I've done with this one, and I'm going to show you that in a second. Because I'm going to show you that rock that they literally, it looks better inverted than it does their normal picture. Why is that? It doesn't make any sense, because usually an inverted picture would look worse than the average than the original. Well, okay. So now I inverted it. I took the color out, but I inverted it. Okay, now you go, okay, I'm starting to see something here now. What is that? You wouldn't be none the wiser. If you showed me this picture like this, I wouldn't have a clue what it is. But is it possible that they're seeing stuff and then they're doctoring up these pictures the way I'm doing them? Okay. Now, get rid of the blur. So now we're back to the normal picture. This is inverted. This is the normal picture. Now, this is probably about what the best you're going to find on Mars. In other words, it'll still be this sepia color, which is all red, but you'd still be going, oh, what is that? Now, this is what it is. It's a melted piston. Okay? I put these squiggly lines in there for a reason. Now, you can tell there's a piston. You get your wrist pin, you got your oil rings and your compression rings and so on and so forth, and this goes down to your crank and everything else. So you can see like the skirt around this thing is bad. I mean, it's in bad shape. So it's been melted. I put these squiggly lines in there for a reason. Watch what happens when I blur this. Watch this line right here at the top. See how it really gets thick? So now they look like there's objects in there too. Okay. Now, this picture right here, you can see there's lines. You can see like this right here, you'd look at a picture and say, well, look, it's straight and it's got some kind of symmetrical lines to it. So there's something there. It doesn't look like a rock per se. Okay. Now, how do we know they're not seeing pictures like this? We're actually seeing the actual color of the actual object. How do we know? And then they're just doctoring up like I just showed you how I just undid it. But I took this randomly off of Google. I put melted pots, mechanical pots. And this is what I found. And I did this myself just by trying to show you guys. This is what they do. They'll invert it and then throw all kinds of stuff and everything at it. And you'd be none the wiser what that is. Okay. I'm going to get rid of that. Don't need it anymore. And then I've got this one. This one's a little bit more intricate. Now, again, let's say we're zooming in on a rock and you go, wow, I'm seeing some kind of round thing here, right here. and you don't know what it is. This is what I see. When I see stuff like this, it makes me want to jump into this picture. Because when you see something like that, now I don't know what that is. I couldn't tell you. But, well, I do because I did the thing. But let's say it's like this, and you go, man, I'm not seeing it. Okay, same thing applies. Let's get rid of the pixelation. Blur it up a little bit. Well, okay. Okay, get rid of some, sharpen it up, get rid of some saturation. Okay, let's get rid of a little bit more. Get rid of the color a little bit, and then just invert it. Now we got rid of the color, and now we inverted the picture. Now you go, okay, well, I'm starting to see something here, because this is blue, and a couple other things. Okay. Now, watch this. Now we just uninverted the picture. So now you go, wait a minute. Now I'm seeing, it doesn't matter if you can see what this is, because here's the thing. Look at this. Perfectly almost round. There's some other different colors in here. Usually rocks are not this color. So even if you've seen this and you go, and don't get me wrong, it's up in the air. It could be anything at this point, and I get that. But do you know what this is? A watch. How do we know they're not seeing things just like this? I don't mean perfect, but I mean, let's say they're damaged or whatever the case is, or it's half buried in the ground. How do we know they're not seeing the actual color, the way this sits? And they just take it and they just go, well, we'll just blur this up, we'll invert it, sepia color, let's go the whole 9 on this, and that's it. These people wouldn't know the difference. And they're right. I would not know the difference in that. This is my point. And I'm going to show you this right now. Okay, there you go. So, how hard is it to blur it up? I can do it myself. Blur. Invert. Now it's different. Look at the difference between the two. How this right here and everything turns different colors, and it's just a different... You wouldn't even... I mean, even... this is a watch, but now it's blurred. Now you can still tell it's a watch, but now when I invert it, it just looks a little funkier. It just looks a little different. You can't see it, so they hide it that way. Throw in some color. Throw in a little bit more color. Okay. Blur it up. Pixelate. Be none the wiser. And from that to this perfect, image like this, I mean, come on. And here's the thing. This is what people don't get. I'm going to stop here for a second. Again, I was having these arguments with these two guys. One of them was, I was on it for like 3 hours, and it was ridiculous. But here's the thing. How about just using some common sense here? He says, your common sense is nonsense. Okay. How come I can sit here, watch a football game in 1080p, perfect? I mean, I can see every hair follicle on the guy's face from his beard, but yet NASA can't show a perfectly clear picture. Let's talk about common sense here a moment. Come on, man. These things, the rover and the high-rise orbiter and everything else can take perfectly crystal clear pictures. Why these crap pictures? I mean, come on, let's be honest here. It doesn't make any sense to me. All right, here's the picture here. Now, I'm going to jump into it, and you guys, like I said, I'll go back and forth as far as, how much percent and everything else. Now, to be honest with you guys, I didn't know what was in this picture. I had no idea what was in here at all until I started to brighten and contrast, and then I just decided to invert for the heck of it, and wow. Okay, just by equalizing, you can bring out the actual colors. You can get rid of this crap fake color, and it is fake because, and I'll show you this if I get a chance here, but look, all of a sudden, boom, stuff comes out. Okay. Now, a lot of compression. Let's blur it and try to get rid of these little squares and stuff like that. Okay. You guys see anything in this picture right off the bat? I seen something I went, what is that? Okay. First of all, the top right here, almost near the right corner, right here is something perfectly round. Okay? You don't see it too much right here because this is an actual inverted picture. Okay. Then you go right to the left. What is this? It's actually hexagonal shape. Look at this. See that? There's a line going up this way, one going up this way, one coming outward, going down, and there's a bunch of other things. This right here is like a little pipe sticking out, and I'm going to use the term, it looks like a small brake line because it has a flange at the end. I'm not saying that's what it is, I'm just saying it looks that way, okay? This one, sticking out of the center of this octagon-shaped thing, is another one, okay? The reason why I say this looks, if you ever take a couple pictures and just invert them, that's all. I mean, do it of like a pipe, and just throw a pipe in your backyard, and just take a picture and invert it. Watch what it looks like. It'll have this weird look to it. It will not look right. Okay. All right. Now I'm going to get rid of the color, just where there's no misunderstanding as far as color. Maybe that's what's throwing it off, making it look like this or that. Okay. Again, here's this round circle, perfectly round. Okay. And there's something in here I can't make out, but this stuck out as clear as a bell. I mean, look at this. I mean, you can't get any clearer than that octagon shape in this thing right here. All right. Now watch this. Watch the difference between this little pipe, this in here, and all the rest of this. Suddenly, this thing looks like the real McCoy, meaning it looks like something you would see laying on the ground. Okay? It looks like a bunch of pots, you know, just melted together. Look at this right here. Something in the center right here. There's something going off this way, this way, this way. And I didn't notice this until after, but there's actually a round circle here. There's something going around it right there. So I don't know how much I can go in with this before it really goes bad. Let me go back to it like this. But you can see right here. Goes around the backside of this thing sticking out right here. Comes out over here. Has a line going up. Okay. There's something going across here. It's like blurred out. But like a hexagon-shaped object. Now that doesn't look like a rock to me, guys. Now look at the upper corner. Look how perfect that round circle looks. I mean, and it looks like it's got some kind of metallic look to it. Like, see that? I mean, come on. And this little pipe, it's just sticking right out. You can see it actually looks a lot normal than that. You can tell this is, right here, look at that little pipe or whatever this is sticking out. It looks inverted. This picture is inverted. Because if it's not, it's the funkiest looking, weirdest color or picture I've ever seen. Now, I never said I was a photographer, professional in any way, shape, or form. Any of you guys that are into photography, let me know if this looks inverted to you right now, or if this does. This, to me, is inverted. And this is what they threw at us with the color in it, and it's all like hazed out and everything else. But this is it. This looks a lot more, okay? This looks more realistic than the other side. Again, this is round or whatever this is. I mean, it looks like there's a bunch of whatever the heck this is in here. But right here, it looks like it's got the letter N right here. Looks like it's like got this little piece here, comes down, comes right there. Okay. Now I'm just going to throw some color in just for the heck of it, because sometimes it enhances. But you can see it right here. Okay, it's got right in here, down, down. Goes around to the back of this. See, this is actually protruding out. It's got like a little pipe kind of thing like this, protruding out. And then this is whatever this is down here, and there's a circle around that. So, I mean, it's just crazy. I don't know what this stuff is, but, you know, but my wild guess is it's just some kind of parts that were just laying around, or they've been melted into a rock, some kind of thing, or whatever, because it is a rock. Now, I don't know if it's melted stuff just melted together or thrown together, or it's just pots laying on a rock. Couldn't tell you. Or it's against a rock. I mean, for all I know, this piece right here is totally separate from this pot. It's just laying up against it. I mean, I don't know. It looks like one rock. Look at the way these things come down off this round thing. See how it's like straight lines? Another straight line. There's like a V shape right here. Another one right here. This, to me, looks like intricate pots. They don't look like machine. I mean, they don't look like a rock per se. And I keep saying this. It looks like this. It looks like that. And guys are like, yeah, you're on crack, man. It's like, dude, I'm saying it looks like. I didn't say it is. That's the difference. People are not paying attention. But again, I mean, you could just see things that look metallic in this. Even if I get rid of this color, you can still see it. I mean, look at this little weird thing. I don't know what this stuff is here, but there's all these like little things. Just now, these could be anything. I don't know what they are, but that is clearly in that rock or part of this leaning up against this rock. I don't know. I mean, look at the way this is like a different color all together. And then this is behind it. So it makes you wonder if this is like leaning on it, or if I don't know. But this is a far cry from this. And here's the thing, guys. It's right there. And people are like, oh, yeah, NASA wouldn't lie, ... Okay, then what's this then? Down, hexagon shaped, sticking out right here. There's that little pipe thing right there. Okay? Well, let me go back to this. And all I do is just equalize, just to change colors, bring the true colors out, and then blur it. That's all I did. I didn't invert, didn't do anything right here. Look at this. It's right there. It's in the rock. This is on NASA's page. So, if I'm lying, I'm not the one that's lying here, guys. It's NASA doing it. Again, here's that little piece right here. Even if you don't believe this is a little pipe, even if you don't... But what is that? Look at the perfect shape of this thing. And it's in a rock? Come on. You know, I mean... It's like, now I know not everybody's going to believe this stuff, and that's fine. But, like I said, not everybody on the planet is an idiot just because you don't believe it, you know. But anyway, it's like I said, I mean, here's the deal, guys. I'm just trying to show you what's really here. You could believe it or not. I mean, that's totally up to you guys. And I'm not talking about my subscribers, because you guys are, you guys are on board with me, and you want to know the truth. And that's why you're really into this stuff, and you want to know. Now, I never say that I'm 100% accurate on everything I see on here. I never said what this is. I just said, look at that. It doesn't look like a typical rock. And it's not. It looks like machined parts or parts just thrown or melted together or something like that, but it's not a rock. That's a fact. You can see that. But again, look right here. You can see it is now. Look at from here, and keep an eye on any one of these pieces that you want to look at on this this picture here. Now watch this. I'm gonna go back to the base image. You can still see that little pipe. You can still see that octagon shape kind of thing, and you can see that thing protruding out of it. And that circle thing is right up here. So it's in the picture. They're just hiding the stuff in the picture. I don't know how many times I got to say that, but people just think I'm just pulling this out of my rear end. I'm not doing that. It's in the picture. So if anybody's lying, it's your buddies, your government, your NASA, ESA, JPL. They're all lying to you guys, and to me as well. So, say what you want, but here it is. And I don't know about you guys, but I enjoy finding this stuff because, I know they're full of it. I know they're lying. It's as plain as day. It's sitting right there. Now, here's the thing. Let me jump off of this. Okay, let's go back to the Sol 503. I don't know if it'll go back to this or not. Let me see. Okay. Now, again, it should be 503. Now, I'm going to show you this. There's actually two right here. There's two identical. Here, right here, right here. Okay. Kind of reddish, kind of reddish. Well, there's the rock, only it's full size. Don't look too reddish now. Okay? Here's the thing. This one, you can just see this little square piece over here and this and this. Where'd that little pipe thing go? It should be right about here. It should be sticking out. Now, I could probably go through this picture and find this thing, but you don't see it very clearly in this picture. That's the thing. Okay. You go to this picture, same one, only it's a little bit over. It's a little bit more to this side. Here's another round circle type thing, and here's that little square. Okay? You don't see anything else, but they kind of hit off the back of that, so you don't see that. And that little pipe thing should be right around here, right in this area right here, sticking out. Okay? I'm not seeing it, but it doesn't mean I haven't enhanced it to try to pull it out either. Here's the actual rock. Now keep an eye on this end of it right here. It has this abrupt end. 1, 2, 3 points. Okay. Here it is again. Abrupt end. 1, 2, 3 points. Now, zoom in. Okay, it's right here, that other piece. Where's that little round piece? Where's it at? It's how many different times they have to manipulate a picture in this. I'm sure if I'd really done this one up too, really enhance it and everything, you'd probably bring out the same stuff. But this is not as red as the other one. Keep in mind, guys, this was Sol 503. This wasn't 20 days, one picture prior to this picture. This is Sol 503. Why are the other pictures all reddish? This one isn't. Now, you can see red dirt on it, sure, but the whole picture's not red. Why is that? And as close as this Molly camera is, why would you see a haze between the rock and the camera? Because, these other guys would argue, oh, well, it was just a sandy, windy day that day. Okay, I'll give you that. But there's a rock here. It's the same rock. Same day. Why the other two hazed out with this reddish color and this isn't? Come on. It just doesn't make any sense. Look at the difference between this color and these color on here. This is not actual color. Now, this sort of might be, I don't know. But come on. It's just, it's amazing just how much they're going out of their way to lie to us. It really is. But, you know what I mean? I'll give you the guys a link. It's right here. Well, I'll show you the link because there's so many of them here. I'll give you the proper link. And you'll see it. I think it's this one here. And, well, that ain't it. And like I said, this is right here. And like I said, you can see it right in the picture. Yeah, I got the link right here at the top here. But so I'll give it to you guys. You guys can check this out yourself. Tell me if you don't see that. And then look at the other picture. It's not in the other pictures. At least you can't see it. In other words, they did a better job of hiding it. So am I the liar or are they the liar? You guys be the judge. I mean, I'm just enhancing to bring this thing out, to pop it out so you guys can see what they're really hiding in here. But you can see that round thing's right here. This octagon-shaped thing right here with something protruding out of it, looks like a little pipe. Other little weird thing sticking out right here. It looks like a bunch of little metal pieces. I mean, come on. Look how much is blurred out. I mean, I get the compression squares. I get that. That doesn't even bother me. What it is all this other blurred out crap. I mean, come on. There's got to come a time when people go, yeah, I mean, I got to start opening my mind here and say, hey, is it possible that this is true? Even if you don't believe a thing I say, that's fine. Do your own investigation. If you're a hardcore skeptic, I love skeptics. I want you to be on my channel. I want you to doubt it. But do the homework. Don't say I'm an idiot and I'm a liar when you go on the site and you can clearly see this picture yourself from NASA. So why do some pictures have it and some don't? Are they hiding it, or are they putting in the picture to fool us? I mean, come on. Either way, we're being deceived. No matter how you look at this picture, somehow we're being deceived. So, you guys tell me. That's totally up to you. But I've got some other pretty good ones coming up, guys. In fact, there was a new picture just came out. I think it was it 505? I'm trying to remember now. Hold on a minute. I'll tell you right now. Trying to remember if it was the 505 I got it from, or if it's the latest one. Hold on. No, I think it was the 505. It's not 506. And this one here is pretty wild. I mean, I've got two pictures of it. I'm going to try to bring this thing out as much as I can. And yeah, this will blow your mind. Not really big time, but it will have you thinking that I keep telling everybody there's modern anomalies on here, and I got people telling me, I'm on drugs or whatever, and that's fine, guys. That's fine. But do your own homework. I mean, I'll be honest with you guys. I mean, if I watched my video 6 months ago, I'd say, boy, he's definitely token on something. But I wouldn't say that to the guy. I'd go, this guy is not, I don't know what he's seeing. I'd be like, where are you seeing it? What part are you seeing this thing? What part of the picture? And then, and I have done this. But there's some videos that I've watched, and then I say, oh my God, I don't agree with what he's seeing right here, but there's something right behind that I do see. He overlooked it. And that's how I started doing my videos. I looked for the stuff that was hidden. And this is why I jumped on this. I started jumping in these pictures to look for what's actually hidden. Not so much what's the obvious, what's hidden. And this is the stuff I come out with. And people are like, I don't know. I don't know if people have this hard time trying to accept it. Because first of all, they go, there's no life on Mars, dude. What are you talking about? Machines or cars or structures? What are you talking about? You're an idiot. Because you're being told what you're being told, guy. I mean, it's not what I'm trying to tell you. I'm just saying what I see. And what I think I see. Now, you guys could take it and run with it. I mean, I don't, either way, to me, I don't lose sleep at night. But anyway, like I said, I'm just here to find the truth, guys. That's all. Whether it's true, whether it's false, I'm not going to try to make this stuff up. It's either there or it's not. It doesn't get any easier. But this stuff here, I mean, you can see how clearly, I mean, I did this real quick, but you can see that's a total different thing. You would never know what that is. If I was zoomed in on a particular part of a rock and you can see these weird shapes, you'd say, well, I'm not seeing it. But, like I said, is NASA seeing this kind of thing with the actual colors and all, but they're manipulating it to make it look something totally distorted? That may not be all of the techniques that they use on this, but are they manipulating like this? Like they're seeing these, but are they manipulating to look the other way? I'm only asking the question. I didn't say that's what they're doing. I'm asking. So you guys can weigh in and tell me what you think. I mean, I know that there's a lot of modern things on here. I've seen too much of it to say there isn't, and I've seen too many pictures to know that they're lying. So I got another video coming up. It's pretty cool. It's gonna be dedicated to the couple people I actually had an argument with on Space.com. That they, the heck was his name? One was Philip and the other one was Douglas. They both. I mean, they had this attitude like, oh, dude, I don't trust you. Why would you lie? Why are you still lying? And not once did they go and investigate. Told them to go look at it. And I'll address the whole thing. You guys will see what I'm talking about. I'll actually show him if he's willing to look at the video, and I hope he does, because I want to show him that he's absolutely wrong. Because the link he gave me, there's actually things in the picture that clearly show they're not rocks. And so he never even took the time to look at these things closely. Nor did he actually say, yeah, because there's actually distance markers from where the rover is, where Curiosity is, up to the top of what it looks like Mount Sharp. Well, not the top, but off to the east side of it, or the right side of it. And it's totally off. I mean, I show you guys are going to go, what are these people thinking? You'll see it. I mean, but anyway, that's another video. Hopefully I'll get to that soon. Because like I said, I just got to get the pictures that he sent me, the links, and I'm going to address each one of them real quickly, and I'll show you guys yourselves. But anyway, guys, I am back. Like I said, it's been kind of horrible and crazy around here lately. Well, not horrible, but it's been crazy regardless, and I've been trying to help out a neighbor that had some problems with their pipes and stuff being frozen and stuff like that. Got her all set up and everything. So we took care of the problem. But anyway, Mother Nature, she can be crazy. But anyway, guys, hey, thanks for watching. I do appreciate it. Sorry for the rant. I didn't mean
to just go on this tangent, but it's just been getting crazy here lately. I don't know if it's because I'm getting more subscribers or more people being drawn to the pictures. But like I said, guys, just do me a favor. Just be an adult about the comment. You know what I mean? That's all I ask. I mean, I would treat you with respect too, 110% respect. I would do that for you. That's all I'm asking. I mean, it's pretty simple. You know what I mean? But anyway, guys, as always, I do appreciate you guys watching. This is what I do. I'm trying to find the truth, and together we can try to find it. Maybe you guys see something in the picture I don't see, or it just looks different to you, or you just don't see anything. But just, let me know. Leave a comment down below, and let me know. Give me a thumbs up. I mean, always greatly appreciated too. And like I said, I got some more crazy ones coming up, and I got some other pictures I'm going to review from some subscribers that sent me a couple pictures I'm going to go over, and we'll see if we can pull anything out of those, and we'll take those from there. So anyway, guys, like I said, thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next pick.